In this episode, Dave chats to Madeleine Brooks, singer-songwriter who lives in Todmorden. Madeleine has been performing for 20 plus years and talks about her love of music and her growth in confidence over the years. It took her a while to learn just how respected she is in the musical community. Madeleine runs an open mic night at the Puzzle Hall in Sowerby Bridge and is encouraging and enthusiastic about the new talent coming through.
So, I'm sitting in a lovely house in Todmorden with the very lovely Madeleine Brooks.
Hello.
Now, we've known each other for quite a while, haven't we?
Yeah. Way back.
Yes. Yeah. There will be extraneous noises made by Pippo the hippo. Yeah. A lovely little dog who's in need of stroking constantly.
Yeah.
So, we bumped into each other again the other last week or the week before, and you've just started an open mic night.
Yeah, I wanted to do an open mic night with a difference. Well, I did one 20 years ago, about 25 years ago, believe it or not. I did the first one at Nelson's Wine Bar in Hebden Bridge.
Yes.
And I started that, and I had a formula then, and I still believe in it. I think if people are travelling to a good night and they want to play, they should be able to play. I feel strongly, really strongly about that it's about the players and performers. It's not so much the venue, and it's not so much about who's doing the comparing. I've been to places and you get there and it's like, it's only been running for half an hour and they've got a blackboard, people have got the names up. But it's like, but the actual people on the list haven't started yet. They're actually, you've got the compares doing a whole set and stuff, and before people get a chance to play, and I found that really kind of frustrating. And so with my old formula, it'd be when it's quiet and it starts, people put the name down on a list. It's a physical one in a book, but I can go and approach people if people are feeling a bit shy, you know. And some people, they go along, they might want to play, but they're kind of a bit nervous about the approach, you know. And it's funny because there's absolute gold dust out there with people who, you know, they play from the heart and the soul, but it's starting. It's that opening up bit, or having an opening, and they're concerned that their words or their music, you know, that their standard's not good enough or whatever. And it's funny because you get a mix. You get people who have the confidence, not the abilities. They've got the enthusiasm, and not quite their thing. Yeah, I've got a good example of that. And then, for now, we know a few of them. We know a few of them. Yeah, but the enthusiasm outweighs their abilities. Yeah. Get back in the shower, but you can't say it anyway. But the thing is to create an environment which stimulates and encourages people, and musicians as well, because the thing is with open mics, some people can feel like, you know, it's a bit beneath them, and it's not really snobbery in that, but they don't feel like they get much from it. So that's where the jam part comes into place. I'm going all over the place, please.
That's right. Well, just tell us about your format.
But the format, people come, they put the name down, and you start off, it's quiet, everybody gets 3 tracks, and then it goes down to 2 tracks, then it goes down to 1. So if people are doing 1 each, I know it's a quick interchange, the onus is then on whoever's doing the comparing for the quick turnaround and stuff. You've got to make them feel comfortable and not like they're getting swept off, you know, thanks, bye, you know. But also, I think the thing is not having a break. Because when you're having a break in a night like that and you're turning people away and you're saying the list's full, but you're still going to have like what described in one of my musical reviews as a sprawling void, you know, then it seems unfair, I believe.
Well, that's all right. A break makes sense if you're doing a full hour and a half set or 2 45s or something like that. But if everyone's just doing 1, 2 or 3 songs...
then it's... I feel that it's I don't know, it's not quite self-indulgent, but I think then people's heart isn't in it. You know, I think it should be continuous, and that way everybody gets an opportunity to play, hopefully. I've never had it so busy yet that I've had to go, tough titties, out you go, you know, or take a seat. But so far, it seems to have worked, and it's not about myself. So if I don't have to play, then I won't play. But I make sure that the room's good. I mean, some people... I think it's nice to talk, because some people might be going, oh, wow, aren't they amazing? You know, that song's never sounded that... I didn't get... Like, the qualities of covers, I used to not understand covers. I thought it was a bit of a losing thing. But then it presents the words and the tonation in the song and can connect with more people. When people hear a song and they feel that song strikes a chord in them and they're like, oh, my God, that is amazing. I love that song. I'd love to be able to present that. So they do their interpretation, their presentation of it, and it's like you will bridge a gap. You often, a really good cover will bridge gaps between people who don't like, say, let's give a good example of Elton John, right? I'm Still Standing. Yeah. I am still trying now. I had the help of the legendary Miss Him Like a Lung, Mick West, trying to help me figure out how to do I'm Still Standing, because it was being done in a minor key way, you know, a whole different outfit. And all I've got of that is chorus, the start bit, but it's beautiful. But even Mick couldn't help me take it anywhere else. He's gone, ooh, that's, you know, I don't know where that goes. And... But the reason I got influenced to doing that was there was a guy, I met him at the Grove in Leeds, and he was playing on a honky-tonky piano, you know. Oh, wow. It was like really, it's the house piano, and he did it in a blues style, he did it in a minor key, and it was stunning. It was amazing. The whole timing, the sequencing, but the emotion that was in there was extraordinary, and I just thought, that's amazing. Really connected with the song. And then people go, oh, that'd be easy. They reckon, you know, to cover or to finish my cover of it would be easy. It's interesting how, you get all sorts, and then you get people that, I've got this song, it's not finished, I've been kind of working on it, and and like, just, it's all right, just, you know, like, try and put it out there if you want, and someone will just, it's spellbinding and it's pure alchemy, and they're taking words and notes from somewhere, and then you get to go, that you've done there, you really have something. And then that validation from then putting it out there a little bit, that is what then it goes back into them, they'll finish it and then produce that. But I think for some people, open mics some people dumb them down. They think that that it's beneath them, that it's this, and I don't think that's the way to be. Some people say it's practice, some people use it as PR. I'm doing a gig in that area where there's an open mic and stuff. With the new music nights, one thing we've been doing is, if there's enough musicians up for it, then we actually, I'm not meaning to, but like, we take the lyrics from the audience when we're on fire, right? Yeah. We take the genre of the music from the audience, and nobody knows where it's going, right? So you could be a seasoned musician, right, who plays in bands and bookings all the time, but if you turn up, right, and you do this, we don't know where it's going, but it's electric, and it encourages everybody, and everybody gets a lot out of that. Because
sounds like a great improv session.
Well, you don't know what you can achieve, It
sounds fantastic.
It was fabulous. We've done tea dance, like 1920s style, sort of take the rip a little bit. But there's sort of absolute pure magic in the nights, and it's great if we can jam. But
so just remind us when the nights are.
Right, well, next month it's on Thursday the 19th of December, and that's the third Thursday, which has got a nice ring to it. Yeah. But usually we've done 2 nights so far, so we're like cutting our teeth on it. Yeah. But it's usually the second Thursday of the month.
At the Puzzle Hall.
Yeah, the Puzzle Hall in Sowerby Bridge. Great venue, community owned, community run, and that's a great place, and I've played there for decades, It's worth going along, and they do other really good nights as well. And they have
it's a great venue.
Yeah, it is. It's super, and the sound's absolutely magic. The quality is brilliant, and they have outdoors as well in the summer, and lovely people as well.
Yeah. We'll have an example of that improvisation at the end of this episode. In the meantime, we should hear one of Madeleine's own songs. Do you want to introduce it, Viv?
Madeleine's favourite song that she's written is called Afraid, and this is what it sounds like.
If you search for Madeleine Brooks on YouTube, you'll find more examples of her excellent songs, songwriting, guitar playing and vocal. I asked Madeleine how she got started with music, guitar playing, songwriting and what have you.
I was playing, I played a lot of support at the Trades Club, and I loved that. I cut my teeth on that stage pretty much. I didn't learn to play guitar or know I could play until I was 18, 19 or so. My mum played and sang, my uncle played and sang, my auntie played, my grandparents sang, you know. My mum never thought, I was sad that nobody ever thought of showing me a chord, you know.
Oh, right. So you had to do it yourself.
If I can say this, shitty guitar under a Christmas tree one year. They were like, plonk, 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 plonk. And I went to a guitar lesson at school, and it was one man went to mow a meadow on one string. And I'm like, that's not a guitar. But what I know now is I was uninspired. The sound of the guitar was crap. The action would have been high. Nobody was thinking of that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's not setting me on fire. And that was that. Didn't pick up a guitar again for, I don't know, probably till I was, I think I was like 17, 18 or something. But it's telling that when I did, I was up in the Highlands, locked away from anybody. It was so crap, the action so high, an old hone, it was horrendous. And it was so bad you couldn't strum it and get a decent sound out of it. So I picked, right, because it was singular strings, so you could get a half decent thing out. Didn't realise I was playing. And then I came down to Hebden Bridge from Scotland, picked up a nylon string, wrote my first song in one go. It was weird. That was weird because I suddenly could play and I got this style. And then the first time I ever played...
So why is that? Was that because it was a better quality guitar, or the nylon strings?
Nylon strings, because the one I'd been learning on, I didn't even know it was learning. It was shapes. It was just pressing down on the fretboard and plucking strings and... And so I didn't realise I was learning to play guitar. It wasn't any lessons. We didn't have YouTube then. We didn't have stuff like that. I was on my own, was isolated. Really, seriously isolated. I was out at Todmorden, about 10 miles or so, 12 miles out of Fort William. I'm trying to, I can't, it's been a long time.
West Coast.
Yeah, a bit up on the West Coast, yeah. But it's gorgeous all up there, and the music up there is stunning, and the music's all in reels, and I met people who played, and it was so lovely. It's a magical part of my life, and it was a very lonely part of my life, and I went up with one person I knew, and then found myself on my own. But it was interesting. I used to sing 2 songs a cappella that I could do. One was Black Girls on Mopeds. Black Boys on Mopeds. Sinead O'Connor. A fabulous, fabulous song, and extremely poignant. And although the subject matter changes of that, the feeling, the undertow of it doesn't. And I remember singing to this woman. Someone goes, "Oh, she can sing this song." And it was outside the Commando bar in Hebden Bridge, and there's this little old lady, and I sang this song a cappella. This was before I knew you could play guitar or anything. And this woman, she welled up and eyes, and she went, "I remember Beijing." And it was like, whoa. It was like, and she thanked me for the song, and it was like not my song, but I was conveying, it was an interpretation, or again,
like I'm not a musician, but it must really sort of get to you when somebody says something about the emotions one of your songs, one of your performances has brought to them.
Yeah, it does, and it's when I was younger and I played a lot. I'd catch a train, I'd catch a bus. I'd just ask people if I could play. I had a rule saying if I was ever asked to play, I'd always say yes. That's what I said. I'd always say yes. So I didn't realise which way I was heading with things or anything. I loved it. I enjoyed it. I never got nervous. I'd go to a bit of a different place doing it. The confidence came from, I suppose, how it was received and the encouragement that I got. But I knew that there was a fragility to it. Since my house flooded, I got moved into a hotel in Todd. This is years and years ago. And my dad was coming down from Orkney to visit me at the same time. My house had flooded. I was in a hotel. And somebody got in touch with me on the phone and went, "We've been trying to get hold of you. Someone's been asked, you've been shortlist nominee for a Leeds Independent Music Award, right?" And I'm thinking, that's a couple of idiots in the back of a pub, a bit mished up, going, "She's all right." Nominations, nothing at all. And I thought it'd be like in the back of a little pub, because I played the Grove. There's is it Tap and Spile? There's the Chemic. I did a couple of times. Mixing Tin, the Jug and Barrel, and then I used to play at the Love Apple in Bradford. I loved there.
Oh, yeah.
And I had some really encouraging connections, but I know I'm going off on another tangent, but I'll quickly mention, because I've mentioned the Love Apple, the first person who ever let me know I could sing and play was a dear friend, Rob Heaton.
Oh, right.
And he played with the Levellers, wasn't it? Yeah. But he had a night called Fresh Milk at the McCrory's Bar in Bradford. And I went there one night, and their thing, and this is actually relevant and it ties in very much to where the direction I'm heading. They recorded the evening, right? And they put it on a CD, and it was encouraged live playing, and then the person who played would be given a CD for free at the end of the evening, right? And I heard myself back and I cried, because that doesn't sound like me. I hate the sound of my voice when I'm talking. I remember one music review I had, and it said, "She has the voice of an angel and she talks like that." And it was like, "Oh, thanks a lot, bud. Cheers, checks in the post." So you can't ever get really too confident, when you've got people, keeping your boots on the ground. But anyway, I've been... I lost Rob. I was looking for him at this gig one night, and it wasn't like him not to come, but he died very, very suddenly, pancreatic cancer. He was doing some plumbing with a friend at the house, and he just collapsed dead down the cellar steps. Just went, that was, one of the worst things I've ever heard. But I mean, but
when you lose like an inspiration, a mentor, it really gets you, doesn't it?
It was the impact of that was extraordinary, because that first thing of having somebody believe in you, that's one thing. But then when somebody sets a fire in you, that's enough for you to then believe in yourself enough to then perform or play, and then they are gone. I mean, you've got to find that within yourself to carry on and know that you're good.
But enough people must have been
by then
saying. I mean, I've been one of them years ago, and saying, you're really good. Please come and play again.
Yeah. And
but also, can I ask you? I mean, can I suggest really? He's inspired you, and you've responded to that.
Yeah.
But it strikes me that has also very much informed how you sort of run your nights as well, making sure that other people get a chance.
That they get the chance and that they're supported and everything. When I had that music nomination, least to say, to kind of wrap it up, it was a massive thing. It had Shlomo, Waking the Witch, Kaiser Chiefs and all that there, and it was a massive venue. It was weird. I remember being amazed that I got given a free £5 programme. I was like, oh my God. When I got there, I saw this row of, it looked like about 100 people or something, guys in big full-on wool coats and little headpieces, and like one of those, brocade kind of fancy brass and stuff, side thing, going along the pavement side, keeping the queue barriers in place. And I went to this guy at the front and I said, hi, I said, I'm really sorry about this, sorry to bother you. I said, but I've been nominated for Leeds Independent Music Award. And he looked at me like I was nuts and went, go in. And I went, thanks. So they went in and got given a programme, and it was all so surreal to me because this had all happened without me knowing. They got in touch and said, you know, this happened. And I was thinking like it was going to be in the back of like the old Chemic or something like that, in a little room with a few egg and cress sandwiches and pork pies. I think it was called The Light. It was a big venue with 2 bars, with big screens and a massive stage. Yeah. And I went along there and it was really weird because when my name, they had Shlomo doing beatboxing. I'd seen him on telly on the Jules Holland show just the week before, and I'm like, this is so surreal. And I turned to my friend, and there's a couple of people around me. And then when they called my name out, the whole room just went, whoa, and erupted. And I'm thinking, you haven't heard my bloody music. Like, do you know what I mean? Because I was playing locally, but I believe it was local singer-songwriter, that category for playing venues. Because I'd just been doing it. I'd just been booking myself. I didn't have an agent. I didn't have a manager. I didn't have any of that malarkey. That's why nobody could get me, because it was like just me doing my own thing. I'd ring them. I'd make an arrangement. I'd turn up. And then I remember John Hepworth, I think it was, who used to do music reviews for the Leeds Independent music scene, Leeds Music Scene it was called, I think. And he said he'd done a couple of reviews on me. You can't find them now because we're now in the days of electronic stuff. But
not everything's on the internet.
but he'd said you're stealth-like, Madeleine, with your PR work. Like, and he'd refer it to, because it was PR work. I didn't think whether it was or not. But like 1 or 2 weeks before I'd be playing, these posters would be everywhere like a rash, So it'd be in people's minds. And it was a good poster, but I got 3 decades, I think, out of that, and then don't look like that at all anymore. And it'd be like proper foxy, so people would be intrigued. So, but it was, I just absolutely carpet bombed the place, and then I'd have good turnouts for it. But when I got asked, what are you going to do if your name's in that envelope? I went, well, not now. And they went, why not? I went, I'm wearing the wrong boots. Yeah, but I supported people like Ralph McTell, Chumbawamba, Julie Ellison. She became a great friend. She's now a bat surveyor, believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah. She got carpal tunnel, but so bad that she left music. But that's another thing. And then, I really enjoyed that very much. And then there was Nick Nick Harper, yeah. Oh my God, what a day. Oh yeah, we've got there. But yeah, Nick Harper, because what's his dad called?
Roy Harper.
Roy Harper, yeah. So Nick Harper, that were fantastic. We ended up jamming. I made up lyrics and songs and stuff, and he played guitar, and it was one of the most exciting, exhilarating encores ever. That was at the Trades Club. I think he gave me 40 quid and got me a drink, and it was like, I didn't see the next couple of days, but I had a great night.
He's a lovely bloke.
Yeah. And the people, and his people seemed to appreciate my music and were good.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, that's great. Right, thanks a lot, Madeleine. It's always great listening to you, whether you're talking or you're singing. So there we were, sitting in Madeleine's front room, surrounded by guitars. So we might as well have a listen to what she sounds like. And so she improvised a song. There and then.
You give me 3 words, yeah? And I do a little song.
Any 3 words?
Any 3 words, yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
Green.
Yeah.
Todmorden.
Hello, Green Todmorden. Right, let's see what we can find. Sheesh. Hello, Green Todmorden. I'm not good enough to let you choose style of playing though. It's going to be, it's like a bit of a, yeah. We all harbor tears and we've got scars if we don't try so hard and let down our guard. We won't figure it up and then work it out. Let go of fear for a moment doubt. Try your best to pull back round and find your ground where the grass is green, people kind, and some are mean. Might sound like an odd one, but here we are in Todmorden. You catch yourself and come undone. Hello there, have you any love to spare? We don't seem to really care. And kindness is a sticker on the back of someone's car. Sometimes it's above Morrison's car park. Used to be that it was for you and me. Now it seems like it's a curious commodity. Green as the grass and hills, yet with winter it brings different thrills.
That's fantastic.
These 3 words in a song, you could be right or wrong, Mr. Boardman.